Basketball season is upon us. We're in Tallahassee, Florida on the campus of Florida State University for their season opener. Florida State hosts Nicholls today to begin their 69th season. An exciting time. Jonathan Schillace alongside Jacob Ridenhauer. You're a clean slate now. Opening day here today, and Nicholls will start with a veteran squad. They have just 2 freshmen on a 19-man roster, but 7 are transfers, so they'll have to look at their leader in TJ Carpenter. Florida State is also experienced. They're the only team in the ACC to return all 5 of their starters from a year ago, but all the hype is surrounded by these freshmen: Dwayne Bacon, Malik Beasley, and Terrence Mann. O'Neal trying for the alley-oop, but Ward can't get it in.
Ward was up there.
Mann now over to Bookert. Tried to find Mann, and Kofor got in the way, and it went out of play. And so it'll be Colonel's ball right in front of their bench.
Just a 3rd turnover for Florida State here in the first half. And, you know, you could argue that's the 2nd turnover, because what was the 2nd turnover consisted of the offensive push on the rebound from Bojanowski on Caudill. But they were protecting the ball pretty well. And, you know, 7 turnovers for Nicholls. They're not throwing that thing around like a hot potato themselves.
Both wins the offseason knowing they had to work on that. Florida State had 14.5 turnovers a game. Nicholls had 17.
Mann able to grab the rebound and push up the floor. That just kind of changes the dynamics of your team offensively.
Bookert for 3. Too long. He's going to get his own rebound. Rattan Mays. No look to Mann. Mann, reverse layup is good.
Such a heady play, unselfish. Mann, sensing that he's got the big 7-footer on him, just drove right by him for the reverse.
Last year, Florida State, their most points in the first half was 53. They're at that point right now with 2 minutes to go, and Rattan Mays has it all alone. Layup is good, and they've got 55 now. Seeing our first action from Zach Young. Brought the ball up. Gives it to O'Neal. Now Young's got it again, the 6'1 sophomore from New Zealand. O'Neal over to Thomas, inside for Caudill, can't handle it, but Bell picks it up, puts it in. Good for 3, and they've got 30 now. Bookert's gonna try to answer back and does so with a 3.
Ducks on a pond for him. You let him set his feet, he's popping it. It's like being at the North Florida State Fair that was here last week, just going through games.
2 of 3 now from beyond the arc for Bookert today. 58 points in all for the Seminoles. Caudill gets to Thomas. Thomas inside and no good on the layup. Saxton with it. Rattan Mays now crosses the timeline. Almost stolen away, but Bookert's got it. Alley-oop, no good. All alone is Thomas, and he could put it in with a dunk. Shot clock turned off now for the rest of the half. And Florida State looks like they'll shoot the last shot in the first half.
If they don't, I'm sure Coach Hamilton will not be happy.
We got 10 seconds now. Rattan Mays, right there to Mann. The alley-oop works, and man, that was a way to end the half, 60-32. If you look at XRM, he's one of those guys that makes the passes for everybody. 8 assists so far today.
Arguably a shoot-first guy last year just because he kind of had to. There's times when you had to let him shoot the ball because of the offensive deficiencies at times. This year, as we're talking about in his exhibition games, he's distributing the ball much better. Last game, he had 14 or so rebounds in that last exhibition. Tonight, 8 at the half. If he wants to advance his career, he's going to have to be a distributor at his size, and he's obviously showing us that tonight.
Well, and last year, when talking to associate head coach Stan Jones, he was saying he had to be aggressive last year. They didn't have the depth, but now they do, and he doesn't have to be aggressive. He can look for that pass, and he's going to not turn the ball over as much because of that.
And he's rocking the double deuce that his dad wore here at Florida State, and proud of it.
Well, making Dad proud so far. 10 points, 8 assists on the day so far. Looking for that double-double. Nicholls will start with the ball here in the second half as they trail by 28. So Neal will bring it up for the Colonels. Camber going to try another three. He was doing it all first half, does it again here to start the second half.
Pulls out, trigger flying.
Florida State now with an opportunity. Beasley to Bacon. Bacon, floater, good.
You know, Bacon was kind of, well, he had some good activity early, but he had to sit with those fouls. We hadn't seen him in a while. Comes out warm, smoking already.
Camber gets it over to Liam Thomas. Fry back to Thomas, and that pass, a backcourt violation now. Camber couldn't handle it.
Right off his fingertips.
The Florida State ball now, and that will be the 9th turnover for Nicholls.
And if that number grows, that'll be because of the depth wearing down.
Beasley, he'll take a shot here and misses. We're here inside the Tucker Center. Jonathan Schillace alongside Jacob Reidenhauer. And that one goes out of play. Rattan Mays trying to pick it up for the Seminoles, unable to do so.
President Thrasher was sitting over here a few minutes ago in the first half. If he'd have stayed in his seat, X would have been sitting on his lap.
O'Neal. Shot way too long, and Bojo's right there to corral it in. They're going to call for a jump ball here. That'll stay in the possession of Florida State with the jump ball.
Boers had it wrapped up. Bojanowski let it kind of bobble loose there with the defense, and can't let that happen.
Beasley with it at the wing. Gets it to Bacon. Rattan Mays now. Goes inside the paint. There's Bojo and puts down the dunk.
Very unselfish right there. He had Kofor on the first cut and passed him, but he obviously, as a distributor, saw it coming behind with Boris.
He's got Carpenter on the wing. Now Fry over to Camber. Carpenter, Camber, O'Neal. Shot off by Fry, and it will not get the shooter's roll, but Thomas with it, and he puts it in.
Thomas is thin and long, but he's in there banging, giving it all he's got.
Bacon. He'll answer right back quickly for the Seminoles. Camber for three, misses that one. And the Colonels come up with this one again. That one going to be a foul on Rattan Mays.
Kind of calling for some type of grab down here. Down here at the other end, we just saw Bacon kind of go around the defense. You got to go up and go strong and go through them and finish strong.
That's his first. Coming into the game is Rillier. He'll take the place of O'Neal. We've played over 2.5 now, and that one's stolen away by Beasley. He saves it from going out, but then picked up by the Colonels. Inside now for Carpenter. Gets around Bojo, misses it, but a foul called on Bojanowski.
It's a little bit unfortunate of the restricted area where Bojanowski was in there, got taken advantage of. A very smart offensive move right there by Carpenter just to go at him. It's a block if you're in the circle. You got to get out of the way and let him have his way.
Last year might have got away with it. They've expanded that by a foot. They've moved it from 3 to 4.
If you look right there in front of Bojanowski, you can see the black line inside the white line. That's last year's line at the black line, which is now the women's line. That white line that glows in the dark right there, that's the men's line, which emulates that of the NBA line. Clear in space. Got to let them finish at the rim when they get in there. Got to beat them to the spot. That's a lot of coaches love to say.
Carpenter with his second attempt makes it. Last year shooting 68%. Rattan Mays.
Little run and jump. Trying to trap him in the corner.
Throws it up for Bojanowski. He can't put it down. And it's stolen away by the Colonels. A little more sloppier of play here in the second half than we saw in the first half.
Yes. Scrappy. Nicholls is not going to lay down and let Florida State have their way.
Carpenter. And Bacon comes down with the rebound. He's got 6 today. And he'll make that shot. Bacon with 13 points, 6 rebounds.
Coach Hamilton's over there riding them, saying, where's the foul? Where's the contact? We're calling the contact on one end. He wants to call it on both ends.
29-point lead as Bacon steals this one away. 1-on-1 for Bacon. The crossover move, no good. And it'll be Colonel ball now. Nearing 16 to play. Inside to Carpenter. Fry goes in, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line, fouled by Kofer.
Kofer had his hand on his back when he went up.
Second personal for Kofer.
Bob Tester right there with a good call.
So Fry will go to the line. Fry, first attempt coming on the 2015 season. Last year, shot 70%, led the team in makes and attempts at the line, 76 of 108. Southland Player of the Week in 2015. Only player on the team to pick up that award. Jarquez Smith and Terrence Mann come in, as well as Devin Bookert. They'll replace Rattan Mays, Boljanovsky, and Bacon. Trying for his second now and makes it. .28 lead for the Seminoles now as Bookert will bring it up for the Seminoles. Playing the point in replace of Rattan Mays. Bookert Smith gets it to Kofer and he slams it down. 70-40, the largest lead for the Seminoles today, a 30-point advantage.
Unselfish. Unselfish play by Smith.
Terrence Mann picks it up now.
Swiss Army knife with the steal.
No look to Bookert. Gonna try a 3 and he's got it. Bookert now 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. And if you combine this game with the other 2 exhibitions, Florida State has now scored over 300 points